Welcome back everyone. Thought we'd just do an update on my veggie garden now the weather has cooled, and just coming across to this first bed here, we've got my tomatoes. I've actually picked one tomato already off of it, and they're actually getting to a decent size. I don't have the tag for this one, I don't think, of what variety it is, but I had a bit of a trim up on it, so it gets kind of plenty of airflow going through there. And my lettuces, they're probably just about had it now. I did pick some the other night, and I think it's a little bit bitter, so obviously might not be getting as much water since I've had to go back to work. And just in the back here, I do have some beans, and I did pick a handful of beans off of here, and I've already cooked those ones. They're actually quite nice and crispy. And this one here is my capsicum, which is just my best capsicum plant ever. So my capsicums are actually getting really big, and this is the best plant that I've ever had capsicums on, which is excellent. So I've got one right in the middle there. He's looking really huge. But let that keep growing for a bit more. And also a couple of bonuses is this is a potato plant that has obviously decided to pop up in there. And I'll also have another one here, which I grew potatoes in this one, I think it was either last year or might have been the previous year. But anyway, that's just popped up. Pretty happy with that. And the star of the show is my zinnias. Well, this is just one plant, and it's just absolutely loving this spot. This is that original zinnia I first showed you. That's some long-lasting flowers on these ones. So, and there's heaps and heaps of new flower buds forming and about to open, and they are just gorgeous hot pink colour. So very pleased. I love this spot in the garden. And then just down here are I've got 4 broad bean plants and another capsicum. And this one's already got flowers on it. It's only a small little one. So they're doing not too bad here. Obviously they like this spot. A nice little insect going about its daily business there, having a wander through my garden. And look at my frangipani, it's absolutely bounced back. It's got new leaves on it, it's not stressed. It's actually looking really healthy, and just loving the nice little trim up it's had. And since the weather's cooled as well, so I'll give it time to sort of harden up for the hot summer that we've just had, but harden up it for next year. And I suppose I'll be losing their leaves soon because we're only a couple of months away from winter. And in the back here is my grapevine. This one's doing really well. It's kind of really spreading out and trailing itself along, so it's got plenty of room to grow. I think it'll be maybe next year I might get some grapes off of it. This variety was the crimson, it's a seedless one, so that'll be quite nice to look forward to. So this is my pest-free maxi, so I'll just take the cover off and we'll have a look underneath. So everything's doing really well in here, but firstly my potato grow bag. I planted 4 potatoes in here and 3 of them have come up so far, so I reckon the other one will pop up when it's ready. I'm just doing pretty good in this, doing pretty good in this bag so far. And these are my Brussels sprouts. I've got 3 there, so that's actually okay for me because I'll be the only ones eating them. So I don't want an abundance of Brussels sprouts. And this is my tray of radishes. They're all coming along really good. And that's some more radishes there, I think. I did quite a few trays of radishes. And I did have some peas as well, but I planted those ones out. These ones are some more elephant garlic. They've all come up really nicely. And to be honest, I can't remember what I put in those ones. I actually did plant some flowers. That might be those ones. I'll have to remember the name of those ones. And just some more radishes. And then in the back here, and all these ones here. I didn't actually write on these ones, I don't think. I can't find anything. They're either cabbages or my broccoli. One of the two. And I think these ones, oh, there's some more radishes. I like my radishes, don't I? But anyway, they're doing really well under the pest-free maxi, and I've got a pest-free shorty. It's doing really well with not being eaten, especially the radishes, because I always had something nibbling the top of them out of the ground, or a little insect would come and put little pinholes in the leaves, and it hasn't been doing that. And across here is my super dwarf peach tree, which is, yeah, it seems to be going really, really well, and it's got new leaves on the top there. So that's just, yeah. Hopefully I might get a peach maybe this year. I don't think so though. I think I might have to wait a bit. But being a super dwarf variety, I won't have to wait as long as normal, the larger trees. Just pop this cover back over those little trays and pots. And just across here is these ones were the Podaleria, the satin bush. And these ones are coming along really nicely too. They're a gorgeous sort of a silvery green colour. And they hopefully might get some flowers on those in the next few months. And across over here, I did pull some lettuces out as well, and also planted some of the peas that I had growing. I just planted those in here, and hopefully they'll establish themselves and climb up this little trellis that I've got. This is a bean, which I've got was a tinsy tiny bean on this one. Obviously I think the slaters might be nibbling that, even though I've got a heap of coffee grounds around. I've got some lettuce. Yeah, so the slaters are out again. But I'm getting little beans on them, so I will sprinkle some more coffee grounds around, even though I did recently put some on there. That's my cosmos and my lettuce. It is looking a little dirty, but that's because I did sprinkle some coffee grounds on there the other day. And just some more peas and a few leeks. And across here too, this is quite an advanced capsicum. I did pull a beautiful yellow one off of here, and they're doing pretty good actually. So I have been just trialling a new product that I ordered online, and I'm just going to see what the results are like first before I share it. But I think it's a pretty good Australian product. And look at my corn. It is loving this spot. The stems are thick and green and just luscious. These are obviously growing a lot better in the raised bed rather than the pot, but the pot was the only space I had last time, but I got some corn out of it, so I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, and just down in amongst the jungle, there's my carrots are growing there. I did thin them out, but whether I've thinned them out enough or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's the first time growing them, so we'll see how they go. And then this is my spring onions that I planted singularly in its own little hole each. So I just want to see how well and how big they grow just by themselves. And just a couple more beans in the background there that I've dotted around. So everything's looking quite nice in these beds, and yeah, definitely since the weather's cooled down, things are just, yeah, really starting to sort of come along and just start getting less stressed. And so just coming across here, these are my gerberas, and yeah, they're obviously loving this little spot here. They're such a pretty orange colour. I'm not sure if I will plant those in the garden bed or just keep these ones in pots, but they're just a beautiful colour. And just in this bed here, just got some spinach growing and some more of my peas that I grew. They're growing along, they're getting quite big actually, and yeah, hooking themselves up onto the trellis that I popped in there. And then just in the back is just some leeks and spring onions that I transplanted in there. I don't know what that is. I don't want any trailing plants growing in there and taking up all the nutrients. And then across to this raised bed here, we've got plenty of my chilies, so I can come out and harvest these ones. I can harvest some green or red, and I can use my new chopper. You guys haven't seen that video, it's actually quite fun to use. And these carrots here, yeah, these ones are just store-bought ones. But they seem to be coming along quite good. And just another little capsicum in here, and some leeks dotted around. And a little cosmos that I grew from seed. And just some lettuce and spring onions. They're sort of really easy to grow. So if you're contemplating gardening, don't know where to start or what to plant, just plant easy things like leeks and spring onions and lettuce. As long as lettuce gets plenty of water, otherwise if it doesn't get enough water, they go bitter, they get a bitter taste to them. You might remember when I planted this was a bit of cat grass, and we've already given that to Moggy. She immediately started chewing on it, so I've left it out of the pest-free shorty here, and so she can help herself to it. But guys, have a look at this. These are just going ballistic. I'll pull the cover off of this and we'll have a look underneath. Oh, look at these. These have just been so protected by that pest-free cover. It's just kept out any insects. The leaves are getting huge on them. And again, I'll say, I can't remember what these ones were. It's either cabbages or my broccoli. I have to get better at putting labels on things. And then just a couple more bean plants growing here in pots. They're doing pretty good. And just some more radishes here. Elephant leeks, they're all really sprouted now from seed. And just in the back there, I've got 5 trays of yellow capsicums. I saved the seeds of those from about 2 years ago now, and yep, they were all germinated. So it's quite pleasing when you save your own seeds and then they actually grow. Some more elephant leeks, I wrote on those ones. It's got the roots coming at the bottom already. And I did have these ones, these were zinnias, but have to be honest, something has nibbled those ones. Hopefully it might be just some slaters. And this is my ornamental kale, so they're coming along really good. But pretty happy with those. And I did plant some more zinnias yesterday. I planted 3 more of those, I think. And that's my blueberry in there as well, so it seems to be okay. Hopefully we'll start getting some more new leaves on it and get some blueberries for winter. That'll be great. And coming into this it's like a little greenhouse here. I took the cover off of it over on that other garden bed. So I thought, well, it's covering up the back of it so I can't get any rain on it. So this is actually for me to use for winter. So I can propagate some new seeds and protect seedlings from the cold weather. So this one here is my argy chili. I've actually been just coming out and just sort of picking them off the tree. I've got all this bush here, these little things that pop up everywhere. So it's out of my compost. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll just keep pulling them out. Don't want it to take any nutrients away from the actual plant itself. But yeah, the Argy chili is nice. It's 4 out of 10 on the heat scale. But when you eat one, you just want to go back and just eat another if they're ripe. And this is that tomato bush. That was the Rouge de Marmonde. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's doing pretty good. It's only $2, that one. And also over here was another capsicum there for $2. And get our Blinky. And another capsicum here. You probably think I'm growing lots of capsicums, but they're actually quite easy and doing really, really well. And I had a bit of a tidy up on this large raised garden bed here. I've still yet to pick my pumpkin. I'm just really cautious on cutting it. I don't know if it's ready yet. I mean, sounds hollow, but this part here is still green, so I don't want to take it off because I always have a habit of taking it off too early, and it's always kind of still green inside, or real thickness of green around the inside of it. So, and this one is the chili. That one's ready to come off there. That one, it's a bit mushy, but I did pick a handful of these off yesterday. And that's just some garlic chives there going to flower, some more homegrown cosmos, and yet another capsicum. Lucky I got one of them choppers, that I can just chop heaps of stuff up. It's pretty good. My strawberries haven't really done that well, and I think it's because I've got hay underneath most of this, and it's all broken down. The potting mix I had on top is all broken down, but I will dig these up, and because I want to move this bed anyway. And my zucchini, yeah, it's just noticing a little bit of there's lots of little ones in there, but noticing just a little bit more of powdery mildew on it. So I did spray it yesterday again, but yeah, at least I've got a number of little zucchinis down in there, and just got some leeks there, and just some more spring onions dotted around. Because where this garden bed is, like where it's positioned, like, yeah, it gets the sun all afternoon, it gets the sun all day here in summer, and in winter it actually gets nothing. So I want to try and move it, if I can, either over here or over here, because then it'll get a bit of sun first in the morning for most of the day, hopefully, and then in the afternoon it'll probably get a bit of shade. I'll still yet to decide that. And here I've just got one little pumpkin here, still nice and small, and looks like another little one there, but that's a bit soft, so that's probably not going to last. And it's got some more spring onions. This is my lime tree. No, this is my lemon tree, this one. So I can still see a nice little lemon in the back there. It's really picking up. I gave it a good fertiliser and some seaweed tonic on that. And across to the lime, the same thing. It's has picked up a lot. And yeah, so hopefully these little ones are getting a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, some little bigger ones in there. So it's going along pretty good. Hopefully get lots of limes this year on it. Oh yeah, they actually really are getting bigger. Nice. So all up, I'm pretty happy with my garden, and everything is just really starting to sort of get de-stressed from the heat. It's getting plenty of water. The days are cooler, and everything is sprouting and growing. Yeah, makes you feel good when that happens. Okay guys, thanks very much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos, and I shall see you in the next video real soon. Okay, bye for now.